Now, welcome to another edition of News from Naboo with Horse and the Lightning Takes. And let's get right to the news.
All right, I almost wanted to interrupt you because I'm kind of excited about today's news. So there's a new rumor out there about Star Wars Starfighter, the upcoming Ryan Gosling starring film. You know, the one being directed by Sean Levy or whatever.
Yep. Not the Mandalorian Grogu that just had a trailer that nobody
Yeah, that was a
to...
very unexciting trailer. We kind of talked about. I was disappointed in that trailer.
You were? Yeah, I wasn't super excited.
All they needed was some sort of a voiceover to be like,
"This is what this movie
Mando,
will be
I have
about.
a job for you."
That's all they needed to say. Like, Mando,
while
the
the
New
Republic
needs
has
you.
been defeated, remnants still remain, and everyone would be like,
Empire,
"Oh, whatever."
Same
but then
thing.
people would know the time period and kind of what the basis of it was.
Yeah. Could have used some narration there to try to explain what the heck's going on.
Good shot, baby. That's all I'm saying.
That was
impressive.
the only and impressive, yeah.
Okay,
anyway.
But back to what the news is actually about, because we already talked about what you are talking about. So the new rumor on the streets is that for Starfighter, we know Amy Adams' character. She's playing the mother of Flynn Gray. That's her son. So Amy Adams' character in Starfighter is supposed to be, or allegedly I should say, a Jedi, while her son, Flynn Gray's character, is Force sensitive. Ryan Gosling's character is not Force sensitive, but he's given a mission by Amy Adams' character, who we assume is her brother, to protect her son from the film's villains.
I have a question.
Absolutely.
If we just had a movie called The Last Jedi, like 5 years before this movie takes place, why do we have another Jedi?
That's
5 years
the
later.
Question. Well, because it's The Last Jedi that was in that movie. Ha ha! Yeah.
I feel like we're down to The Last Jedi a lot when we're not really.
Always The Last Jedi,
There's
Return of the Jedi.
There's always another.
But what I find... Go ahead.
No, but I'm curious, like, where she would come from. Because, I mean, the actress Amy Adams would be not old enough to be an Order 66 survivor.
All right. Well, here's where Reddit
like
came up with some solutions for you.
Okay, this seems like a Luke student.
Yes. Theories on Reddit, after hearing this, suggest that she's a survivor of Luke's Jedi Order, and that this will lead to Rey trying to find survivors. Or maybe Amy Adams trying to, like, maybe she had a Force vision and she needs to get her son to Rey to protect him. Maybe she dies after she gives the mission to save my son, and then she takes on the villains that are tracking them.
Okay, yeah.
I could see something like that. That sounds very, very plausible. So The Last Jedi's ending set up, like, a reason for Luke's Jedi Order to come out of hiding and seek other Jedi. So anyone who Luke trained, like perhaps Amy Adams was trained by Luke and left by the time Kylo Ren defected, so she wasn't there for the slaughter.
Okay, yeah.
She went out, or maybe she left the Order and found herself having a family. Maybe she was given the choice like Grogu was. Maybe he sensed some conflict in her with attachment. Yeah. She left the Order, she got married, she had a son, her son is Force sensitive. Evil people are now looking for Force sensitives for reasons. And her Jedi training kicks in. She's like, "Oh my gosh, they're coming for me. No, they don't want me because they're not going to get what they want. I'm older. I'm more rigid. Let's take the son."
So there's no chance that Amy Adams is playing Mara Jade, who has the son of Luke Skywalker in this.
Oh, I like that ish.
Ish.
Well,
yes.
because I mean, she has got red hair.
I mean, there are some who have, I think, thrown that theory out there already. I'm not the first one to pitch the idea, but I don't know if they would do that. I don't know if that would piss people off or make them happy. I honestly don't know.
That maybe when Luke decided to go all hermit, she decided, well, I'm going to take our son and raise him, possibly. Maybe that's why she left. Like, Luke, you lost your way. I can't be a part of this. I can't watch you destroy yourself. I'm going to take our kid and we're leaving. Or he sent them away for their own protection. Maybe he saw the darkness and kind of was like, I must protect my family, and sent them away.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tricky because there are reasons why it would be terrible and reasons why I'd be like, oh, that's interesting.
Right. And we want Mara Jade, and Disney knows we want Mara Jade.
I think they do. But I think they realize, I don't know if they realize it, but they have to understand it's dangerous because you've screwed up too many of these characters, and to do this one is just, I mean, I think the camel's back has been broken by others, but it would bury the camel.
This also means that we could pass the Skywalker name on away from Rey.
It could, yeah.
It could. And then Rey finds the son of Luke to train him. We also have to keep in mind there are 59 years between the events of Starfighter and Order 66. So she's not an Order 66 survivor if she is indeed a Jedi.
Do her up in makeup, and because I think Amy Adams is
she's
close
like 50,
to
51, something around there.
Yeah.
So to be an Order 66 survivor, she'd be over like 60 years old.
She'd have to be well over to be like a survivor. Unless she was like a youngling, yeah.
Yeah, she'd be looking at what, 65?
Minimum, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm kind of liking these ideas we're playing with. Putting the Mara Jade aspect in there, if Disney can pull it off in an intelligent way, depending again on who, I mean, Sean Levy's writer, if they can do this in a smart way, that could be satisfactory.
I don't know, because there's a lot of people who just don't want them to do that. They're just like, don't use these characters. Even if you get it right, I don't want you to use them because I don't think you can get it right. And if you do, I'm probably not going to acknowledge it anyway.
Right, but it could be their way of trying to repair the fact that they killed off all the Skywalkers.
Yeah, but doesn't that feel like kind of weird? Like now we're just gonna fix all that? I mean, is that what people
Maybe
want? Do people want them
fix?
to? I mean, I'm not saying they don't need a fix, but are people going to accept that? Or are people just gonna be, oh, now you're gonna try to fix it? You couldn't get the damn sequels right, but now you're gonna try to fix all of it.
Well, now think of that. If this is the child of Luke Skywalker and Mara Jade, and Rey trains him, or she takes him in at the end of Starfighter, it does set up the next Rey's trilogy thing that's coming as her passing the torch back to a Skywalker.
Yeah.
If they indeed are using this, because I've heard so many rumors that the Daisy Ridley film is pretty much going to be her training new students.
We've heard like
because
one
we're
boy,
passing
one girl.
her off to the next trilogy.
Yeah.
We could even find out that there are 2 children and maybe it's the twins, just because they haven't announced that there isn't another child character that maybe is at a different spot during this whole shakedown that I'm assuming kills Amy Adams.
Yeah, I'm assuming she dies. But I mean, Han and Leia were the ones with the twins, but we can fudge the numbers.
We can fudge the numbers, right. It could be a reason why we don't have a lot of character names right now. They don't want to tell us the name of Amy Adams' character.
But would they actually do this? Do you think could actually be the plan? I mean, are they dumb enough and smart enough or whatever to do this?
Well, they know fans like Legends. They know these are Legends characters or EU characters. So, I mean, 2 birds with 1 stone says try to put EU characters in and a little bit of the Disney spin, but
no,
if
we
they
don't
can,
need any of that.
I know, but if they could bring them in an intelligent way, it could work. They could even write a prequel book about Luke then and Mara Jade.
Well, they would obviously, yeah.
Right. So there's potential there. I feel like there's potential there.
I like your optimism.
I know.
I'm skeptical.
I'm pretty optimistic.
I don't think
when
they're going to do
it. Starfighter. I feel like
I am excited
they're
for
going the right
Starfighter
way.
more so than Mando and Grogu, like we've said. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think they'll do it, and I don't know if that's good or bad. I honestly don't at this point. I think we're kind of looking way too much into it. We're reading way too much into things that aren't even there.
Yeah,
we're just
this
theorizing
might
and
just be some random Jedi survivor somehow, because we know that there was the hidden path, and who knows where this Jedi came from that wasn't last.
Yeah, it could be another Boken Jedi, as they're called.
Yes.
Was trained kind of outside the...
Who does go,
I mean,
okay, I need to protect my Force-sensitive child. I'm going to give him to this Starfighter dude who could be a veteran from the war, or her brother. Could be, he could be his uncle.
Isn't it confirmed that it's his nephew?
I believe it is.
So that would be...
So, yeah, I'm going to give him to my brother here to protect him and possibly deliver him to Rey or somewhere safe.
I don't know. I mean, that seems like the Mandalorian's plot, too, at the same time, doesn't it?
That's half of Disney movie
plots?
plots?
I feel like that's... I feel like this is the recycled plot of, like, have to save kid,
well,
get
that's
to
why
Jedi.
I can safely guess it.
Yeah.
In a way.
I don't know. Again, I think we're probably wrong. It's probably going to have nothing to do with that, but I don't think it's impossible that they would do it.
I don't know. My brain keeps circling the Mara Jade possibilities.
I don't think it's impossible, but I don't think it's likely.
Because we've been hearing rumors that Disney was playing with the ideas of Mara Jade.
We have heard the rumor that she was going to be introduced into the canon, yes. And I guess this is... You have to have a good reason for why...
Amy Adams is a natural redhead.
Yeah, believe me, that's crossed my mind.
Yeah.
But I mean, you have to have a good reason why they split up, why she took the kid and went away, and I don't know. I don't know how you pull it off.
She just couldn't be with Luke anymore after his spiral. After he decided, I need to be by myself, I'm cutting myself off from the Force. Maybe she said this isn't the best environment for the kid and did what was best for him and left.
Do we know how old the actor is for the kid, for the nephew, the son of potential Mara Jade here? Because I'm trying to kind of figure out some sort of timeline here.
All right, well, he is 14.
Okay, so that would be, if we're 5 years after the sequels in this movie, that would be 10 years before the sequel trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
And that is, of course, before Luke goes away, because we think, from what we've learned, Luke was on the island for like 6 years, even though it seems like it was longer. It's supposed to be 6 years, according to what we know from the canon, I'm pretty sure, because of the book Bloodline establishes that he has not gone awry, and Kylo has not gone awry at that time. But who knows if they hold any of that or not.
Okay.
So he would be born 10 years before the sequel trilogy, roughly. 9 to 10 years.
Which is appropriate.
It fits.
It could very well fit.
But are they going to do that? Or is it just a generic Jedi who survived, or not survived, but was trained either by Luke, or a Boken Jedi trained by Ahsoka, or who the heck knows would have trained her at what point?
Sabine and Ezra's kid. Adopted by Amy Adams.
Yeah, the time don't work on that.
No,
one either,
I don't want it to.
No, I don't think you did.
But see, it could work.
It could. The maths out. Yeah.
The maths, folks.
Yeah. But anyway, I think that's going to be all we got for this time. It is your turn to take to the comments below and tell me, would you want this? Do you think they could get it right? I mean, assume they get it right. Do you even just want them to do this, or do you just say, just forget about Luke already and move on and do something different? Or do you want them to try to fix them? Whatever the case may be, though, leave your comments below. Let's talk some Star Wars. And until next time, thanks for watching.